Hello, everybody. Welcome back for part number 2 of our United Island Hopper streams. Big shout out to those again who have been requesting this flights and these legs. These are absolutely epic. Beautiful views, beautiful little airports. Absolutely awesome. Been having a fun. Now is where we have the real fun, in my opinion. This is where these island hopper sceneries really come to shine. Some nasty weather out there as well, if you can see that. Hopefully we get our airplane out before those reach us. Mr. Chris Clark, good to see you, my friend. Welcome back. Andreas, good to see you, my friend. RJ, welcome back. Hope you're well, dude. P. Thibs, welcome. Hope you're well, dude. Aviation Sim, welcome back. JW, good to see you. Tuggernuts, welcome back, my man. Aiden's here. Good to see you, my friend. Diamond Mike is back. Welcome. Good to see you, buddy. Arctix is here. Welcome back. Guten Morgen. Good to see you, my friend.
Well,
welcome
hello,
back.
buddy.
Chiron is here. Welcome back. Hope you're well. Alex, good to see you, man.
$4.99.
TravelNet, thanks so much, man, for the $5 donation. Appreciate you. Very kind. Huge no floaties to you, my friend. Thank you very, very much for the continued support of the channel. Very kind, sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You still think 64 gigs of RAM is critical, or can I get away with 32? With prices the way that they are now, I think you'll be perfectly fine with 32 gigs. I would actually highly advise not buying 64 gigs of RAM right now. The prices are just astronomical. It's insane. Band Director, good to see you, my friend. Welcome back. Hope you're well, sir. Troa, good to see you, my friend. Gaston, welcome back. JDBRZ, Jaberzi, we'll call you that. Hello, my friend. Welcome back. Hope you're well. Jesse, good to see you, man. First time I can catch a night stream. To be fair, I'm sick, so I stayed home today. My man. Well, I hope you feel better soon, dude. Hope you feel better soon, my man. Beaver's here. Good to see you, my friend. Tuning in from the 1 hour plus handy bus ride. Uh-oh. Where are you going now? Where are you coming home from? Or where are you going to? Alex, welcome aboard. Hope you're well. We are finishing off our United Island Hopper. So we were talking about it earlier. Our United Island Hopper takes us, we started the day in Guam. I'm going to open this up here so you can see it in the browser. So we started our day in Guam. We went over to Chuuk, we went over to Pohnpei, and then we landed at Kosrea. We are now departing Kosrea. We're on our way up to Kwajalen, and then from Kwajalen, we are over to Majuro. We're not going to do that 3.5-hour flight from Majuro to Honolulu. We're just wrapping up the Guam to Majuro route here of the United Island Hopper. So that's what we're doing today. Just a little bit of something different on the channel. I figured it would be fun to kind of visit this part of the world. We've never done any of these flights before. I thought it would be kind of fun. Going from work to home, I guess I'm on a city tour bus. Uh-oh. I thought you worked from home, Beaver. I didn't think you had to actually go into the office. Pete, this is all good here. My little guy is up to 5 pounds today. One more month till he joins us. Hope all is well with you and the family. Good to see you, Mr. P. Thibs. Hope all is well, my man. I can hang out for a bit before I got to bounce. Cap, you have good tutorials for flying airliners. Make my way into that career, but I want to be as well prepared before I take the first flight. I don't have any tutorials, no. I really feel when it comes to these flight simulators, practice makes perfect. I could sit here till I'm blue in the face and explain things to you and how it should be done or how I do it, but you're never really going to truly get it until you jump inside the aircraft and actually go flying. That is the best way to learn, in my opinion. So, all good, Cap. Looking forward to the second stream. Should be fun, Alex. Looking forward to it, my man. Good night from the Netherlands. Good to see you, Andres. Welcome back, my friend. Hope you're well. I'm about half in office, half at home. Went to treat the team to pizza today. My man. Good shit, dude. Cap, what are your thoughts on the force feedback yoke options now? There's plenty of them, Pro Starry. I personally have never used them, so I don't really know if I can give you a solid opinion on them. I've never used them. I feel like you'd have to ask somebody who did use a force feedback yoke. I know V1 uses one. I know XP72 uses his Mosin now and stuff, so yeah. Anything good for dinner? Honestly, man, I had lunch at 5 p.m. So, and I had steak bites with potatoes and green beans. So we'll see. I'll have dinner obviously after the stream, but yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna have for dinner, man. Not sure what I'm gonna have. Henry, can you go lay in your bed, buddy? Lay in your bed. Good boy. Well, it's a good boy. Good boy, Henry. All right, good first officer. Bonus, another flight. Thanks. Every Wednesday, dude. Every Wednesday, we do an afternoon and an evening stream. So, Cap of an RTX 3060. I know you had a 3080. I was wondering if 2024 is worth the upgrade. That might be tough on a 3060 spike, if I'm being completely honest with you, man. I just don't know if you'll get the performance that you want out of the sim with a 3060, but I don't know. Maybe you'd have to ask somebody who else who had a 3060. Done with work, stretching with stream and Cap. My man. Hell yeah. All right, chat, let's beat this weather. Let's jump inside the aircraft. Let's get this bad boy programmed and configured. We are sitting here cold and dark. I wanted to do a cold and dark for you guys. This is the pre-release candidate of the aircraft, so this is what you guys will be getting tomorrow when you purchase this aircraft for the first time or for whether you're upgrading from 2020. So first things first, battery switch can go on. Beautiful. Let's get our ground power turned on. It's going to bring life to the aircraft. You'll hear the stall check. There's the stick shaker doing its little tests. Beautiful. Do you like Boeing or Airbus more? I like them both, Hunt. I don't really have a preference. I had a 3070 Ti and it was pushing it. Yeah, I'm thinking a 3060 might struggle. Aren't 3060s 8 gigs of VRAM, I believe, too? Covered. Good. Emergency lights armed and cover is closed. Very good. Let's get our IRS set to the nav position, left side and right side. And we'll continue our flows. Yacht damper can stay off for now. Fuel pump can stay off. Actually, you know what? We'll get the forward fuel pump on and we'll spool up the EPU. We'll get that bad boy ready to go. Flip this over to bat bus. Everything else looks good over here. Let's get our window heat to the on positions. Very good. Pitot heat can stay off for now. Probe heat, sorry, can stay off for now. Hydraulic pumps can stay off for now. And everything else looks good over here. Trim air is on. Packs are off, isolation valve is open, engine bleeds are on, EPU bleed is off. Very good. Cruising altitude today. On our way over to, where are we going again? We're going to Kwajalen. 35,000 feet on the cruising altitude over to Kwajalen today, about an hour on the flight time. If you're a pilot, would you rather fly? Please pick, I'm planning a flight. If I was a pilot, what would I rather fly? I mean, man, again, I've answered that question so many times. I think I would fly whatever the airline would want me to fly. I would be okay with anything. We've been on a Boeing kick lately, so maybe fly an Airbus, Hunt. We're going to be an Airbus probably next week. Cap, do you like the Boeing 747 or a 737? I like both. What is the landing rate that you use? Exclamation point G's in chat. That's for the landing rate calculator. All right, beautiful. Panel brightness can come up just a little bit. Very nice. Let's jump down here. Let's go to our electronic flight bag. We're going to request our data from SimBrief. Beautiful. We are United 155, service from Kosrea to Kwajalen. 349 nautical miles on the trip, and we're going to flip this over to kilograms. 58.7 on the 0-fuel. Very good. I fly whatever my boss tells me to fly. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right, let's jump down here. Let's go to the FMC tab. Beautiful. We'll do our pause in it. We're sitting on the ground. Where are we? PTSA. PTSA for our reference airport. Good. We'll go over. We'll grab our left GPS. Set our IRS position. Very good. Let's go to our route tab. We'll clear that out. We'll do our flight plan request. SimBrief route. PTSA PKWA. That is correct. We're going to set payload on the aircraft. We're going to set the fuel on the aircraft. And we're going to select our route. Beautiful. Looking good, friends. Looking real good. Give that a couple seconds for the flight plan to upload. I wonder if it takes this long in real life to like load your plan. Probably, actually. Cap, did you tweak up the Wi-Fi? I'm not on Wi-Fi, but I did unplug my router and my modem, and I gave them a fresh little restart. I have no clue if that's going to help things, but fingers crossed, hopefully it does. I guess we'll wait and see. Let's activate and execute the flight plan. Beautiful. That looks good there, friends. Very happy with that. Great. Let's go to our departure page. Let's go and see if we can pull some weather. PTSA, now it wasn't giving us weather earlier. Oh, it did. All right. So 070 at 10 mile visibility. Thunderclouds, we can definitely see that and hear that in the distance, so that's good. So 070 at 10, which means that we're going to be departing out of runway 5, which is very nice. So we'll select our departure. It's going to be out of runway 5. We'll execute that. Beautiful. Let's go to our rival airports. Over into Kwajalen, if we go to weather, we see winds are 050, 17 gusting, 23, 10-mile visibility, scattered at 22, scattered at 29, scattered at 48. So some nice winds, but 050 at 6 means that we're going to be on the RNAV runway 6. So let's select our approach. RNAV 06 from Steph. That seems to be the... Yeah, well, there it goes right there. Perfect. All right, so RNAV from Steph. RNAV 6 and Steph. And execute. Perfect. Legs page, scroll through. Looks good. No discontinuities. Beautiful. Let's go back to our NitRef tab. Let's plug in some numbers. 58.7 on the zero fuel weight, 6.9 on the fuel. Call a reserve of 2. We're going to go with a cost index of 25, cruising at flight level 350. Our winds at 350 will be 193 at 5, so almost negligible winds once again. Perfect. Transition altitude is 5,500 feet departing this airport. Go to our N1 limits. We'll jump over here to the electronic flight bag. I think I know what they're going to make us do, but we'll see. Flip all this over. We'll import the live weather. It's going to say no METAR found. That's fine. Okay, no, I guess it needs the wind. So what was it down here again? PTSA weather 070 at 10. Can I click on this? 070 at 10. Enter. Okay. Temperature was, what was the temperature? 30 degrees. Jesus, warm. 30 degrees. Good. And the QNH was 2976. 29. Oh, that didn't like that. Okay. 2976. Enter that. Calculate. There we go. Takeoff 1 with a cell temp of 31 degrees. So takeoff 1, cell temp 31 degrees. Beautiful. I'll do a slight derate on the climb as well. Should give us 95.5 on the N1. That's fine because the packs will be on. Packs are off right now, so it always gives you a little bit more on your N1. As soon as the packs are on, you'll see that number come down. So that's good. We'll go to our takeoff page. Flaps will be 5 degrees. CG weight 24.3. Trim value 504. V speeds are showing 38, 39, and 47. Beautiful. Upstairs, APU generator is online. We'll get that online. We'll make sure that our APU bleed is online. You'll see the duct pressure. We'll get our hydraulic pumps on. We'll get our seatbelt signs on, as well as our fuel pumps. That looks good. We'll flip you to APU gen. We'll get our anti-collision light turned on. Very good. Let's go back down here to our ground services. We will remove the chocks. We'll make sure to set our park brake so we don't move. And that should remove the chocks and have us ready to go, friends. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and turn the sounds up here a little bit for you. And we'll spool up engine number 1. Over to ground. Start valve is open, and we should see an N2 percentage on the rise, which we do. Very nice. Looking for about 25% fuel before we introduce it. Do I drop every file I download into the community folder? Well, that depends. Some files may be zipped. You have to unzip the files before they go into your community folder. All the runways are short? Yes, they are. Very short. Ludwig, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Dima, welcome back as well. Hope you're well, my friend. Good to see you, dude. All right, looks like we have a good start on engine number 1. Let's throw engine number 2 over to ground. Confirm a start valve open. Great. And then we'll get an N2 percentage on the rise. Very good. Cap, thoughts on the MotorWorks traffic and transport add-on? I have no clue what that is, Alex. All right, waiting for 25%. We'll introduce fuel. Very good. Had some plumbing issues with the house. Got it fixed finally. Good feeling. My man. Just got my motherboard. CPU is on the way and RAM is next week. Nice, dude. Very nice. Just landed in Heathrow on the 777 from Toronto. Air Canada ops. Very nice. All right, altimeter set 2976. Dima, thanks so much, man, for the €2. Appreciate you, my friend. Huge no floaties to you, Dima. Thank you, amigo. Appreciate you, buddy. Alrighty, that looks good. I'm going to set, now I didn't get a squawk code, so I'm just going to set 1000. I didn't get an auto ATC message or anything like that. 2 good engines, beautiful. Let's get Gen 1 online, Gen 2 online. Yacht Amper can come on, Probe Heats can go on. Flip this over to Gen 1. We'll get our packs over to auto, isolation valve auto. APU bleed goes off, APU goes off. Start switches over to continuous. Taxi light can go on. We'll set flaps 5 degrees. Let you listen to flaps. Oh, we do have some company out here with us. Very nice. Wayward's here. Good to see you, my man. Welcome back. Alrighty, flap 5 set. Beautiful. And then we need a trim value of 504. So basically 5.0. There we go. We'll call it good there. We shall close the cabin. I don't know why this is spawning with it open. We'll close the cabin door. We'll start the block time. V speed's 47. So we'll bug that up. 147. And then runway heading was, I think it's 053 or something like that. This basically has us on runway heading anyways, so that's good. We'll go flight director left side, right side, auto throttle, VNav, LNav. Very good. 10,000 initial on our climb. Very good. Park brakes released. Great. We're going out to the right. Let's get her going. Hey Cap, have you tried Beyond ATC? Picked it up this week and it's pretty impressive. A few bugs worked out, but it's pretty solid so far. I've never used Beyond ATC. I've used whatchamacallit, Say Intentions ATC. Where did you learn how to do the overhead flow so well? Thousands of hours flying a 737. Hi Cloud, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Nah, every single stream, Aiden. Every single stream, man. Him and his little buddies. I'm doing my best to avoid most of their comments. So, I'm really hoping if I start ignoring them more, they're just going to lose interest and they'll probably screw off. So that's the plan anyways. Causeway traffic, United 155, lining up and backtracking runway 5. Causeway. Alrighty. Looking good, chat. We need to get our auto brake over to RTO. Last step in our before takeoff. We're looking good. Cool. Clear on the left. Clear on the right. Probably going to pass through those storms. I think they've blown out that way. So we'll probably get some storms. Very good. Take this all the way down, turn her around. CST, what's up, my man? Good to see you, brother. No, you don't fall into the line with those other ones. Try and give you guys a wing view again. What throttle quadrant am I using? Nigel, I'm using the Thrustmaster TCA Boeing throttle. Who is it that I'm ignoring? Don't worry about it. It's perfectly fine. I don't need to cause and start drama for nothing. Don't worry. If I'm reading your comment, you're not one of those people. I love flights like this from small islands and short runways. Dude, did you, were you in here earlier? Wayward, pretty gnarly. Oh, shit. Pretty gnarly runways today, man. I don't know if we're supposed to be turning off this runway, but looks like we're going to be doing it. Captain Delta Doll, what's up, my man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back as well. All right, on to the brakes. Get this bad boy spun around. Let's get all those lights on. Beautiful. Spin it all the way around. Short takeoff, short field takeoff today. Cap, quick question, but on my PFDs there's a little shimmering going on. Wondering if you have any ideas about buying a new monitor. I don't know, man. There's so many things you'd have to consider before buying a new monitor, to be honest with you. Brett, what's up, my man? Sorry I missed earlier streams. Hope you're well, Cap. I am well, Brett. Thanks for hanging out, dude. Appreciate you. All right, you guys ready to go? Let's do it. Yocam goes on. Sounds go up. Let's have some fun. Throttle's up to about 40%. Let them stabilize. Beautiful. A little bit of nose down pressure. We'll start the chrono. We will go toga. And here's your wing view. Release the brakes. Let's go. Power is set.
80 knots.
Neutral.
Reporting.
Rotate.
Positive rate of climb.
Gear up. Henry. Bed. Blasting out of here. Sheesh. Like a rocket ship. All right, climb power's in. Bring that nose over gently. Gain a little bit of speed. Very good. Auto brakes can go off. Gear can get locked. Bring those sounds back to a little bit more manageable level so we can all hear ourselves think. Runway turnoffs can go off. Wing light can go off. And we're up into the soup, friends. Speed check, flaps 1. That storm might have pushed away, actually. We might be fine. We might even not hit any of that storm at all. Alrighty, and speed check, flaps clean. Thinking about the Thrustmaster Pack throttle and handle, but I don't think they're missing a few slots for the throttle for different configs. Yeah, so there's only 3 axes on it. So you're going to have to choose, the way that I have it set up, to be honest with you, I prefer it. I'm not a big fan of having my flaps on an axis. I find it can be a little bit weird sometimes when your flaps are on the axis. So the way that I have it set up right now is I have it just like this. Speed brake, throttle 1, throttle 2. That's how I have my TCA Boeing throttle set up. And then what I have is I have my flaps set to, there's 5 programmable buttons that you can set. I have one for gear up, gear down, and then the other one is flaps up, flaps down. Or flaps up 1 notch, flaps down 1 notch. That's how I have it configured. Did you have to do any special training for Henry? I did not, Adam. He is incredibly smart, dude. Incredibly smart. I didn't really have to do much. He's a very, very good boy. Has a little bit of separation anxiety, which I'm trying to work on. But that's about it. He just doesn't like being alone. And, you know, you gotta understand. I mean, the dog, since day 1, he's been home with me every day. So I can understand where a little bit of the anxiety comes from, but... Chef Matt, what's up, my man? Good to see you, buddy. Welcome back. Alrighty, let's go autopilot 1. I'll bring you back up into the flight deck. We can turn our sounds down even more now. Let's get our cruise altitude plugged in, which was 35,000 feet. Bug that all the way up. Flight level 350, very good. And upstairs, confirm that packs are on. We do have duct pressure, and we are pressurizing. Very nice, friends. Very nice. Huh, and your gear up, gear down commands don't interfere with the gear lock position? No, they don't, Brain. Not at all. I do have problems when I try and, if I use the TCA Boeing yoke throttle, the Boeing handle up and down, I do have problems locking it. But with the gear up, gear down, no issues locking it. Is this yoke good? I'm getting it for Christmas. You will love it, man. You will love it. It is phenomenal. 10,000 feet. Landing lights are coming off. Start switches are going off. And we'll get the seatbelt signs to the auto position. Flight attendants can start the in-flight services. Beautiful. Player, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. I think so, Bomb Tech. Especially with how much fun this guy has when we go out to the farm. It's crazy, dude. Like, I bet you I could leave him out at the farm and he would just be the happiest dog in the world.
Now remember, everyone, the next island is controlled by the military.
That's right.
I mean no one, is to take pictures or videos.
That's right.
Maximum penalty is death by Davis Tickles.
Whoo! Nobody wants that. Yes, this is the airport where you land and they go and shut all the window blinds. This airport that we're going to right now. What the hell's the name of it again? I always forget. Kwajalen. Kwajalen is a military airport. No pictures, please. No pictures. All right, beautiful. Coming up through 12,000 feet. Looking real good, chat. Do you use the Boris audio with this or just the default sounds? These are just default sounds, and I gotta be honest with you, now they're not on Boris level of quality of sounds, but it is a huge step up for PMDG, especially with the 2020 sounds for this aircraft. Welcome back, Momo. Hope you're well, my friend. What's the difference? The point of the gear off? I believe it stops the hydraulics running to the gear. I think that's what it's for. Igor, what's up, my friend? Good to see you. Welcome back, man. Hope you're well. These sounds are pretty damn good. Yeah, I would know there's probably a lot of people that'll be perfectly content and happy with the default sounds in this aircraft now. For those that haven't already purchased the Boris audio, I don't think Boris is going to charge an upgrade fee to bring his sounds into 2024. I have no clue, but yeah. Do you know if Boris will be compatible? Well, not day one, Michael. No, they definitely won't be. Boris will have to update his sound pack for the 2024 version. I would think it'll probably take a week or two for Boris to push out the sounds. Maybe more, maybe less, but I would be expected about a week or two after release, which is tomorrow. My Delta 350 flight had a WASP. I'm checking out now the Hughes American 319 livery pack from Key West to Charlotte. Nice, Aiden. Sorry to hear about your WASP crash. That's never fun. That is never fun. It's weird. It was acting weird too. You do a flight from London to Bergen on the 320. Nice. Very nice. Chat, give me 2 seconds. I'm going to feed Henry. I'll be right back. All right, Henry is fed. First flight will probably be an airport to like KBZN. There you go. Henry's so needy. Do you think Microsoft allowed an L1011? Will you fly it if it'll be added? I think AnyBuilds is making an L1011. Lester, no. If you're part of the Synaptic Discord, they have pushed it to Q1 of 2026. So no, the A220 will not be coming out by the end of the year. Thanks, Cap. Just a steps over these startup rumbles with the Boris sound. Haven't flown any 737 variant besides the MAX for a long time due to switching to 2024. Hey, I'm right there with you, Michael. Right there with you, man. You will be pleased, though. I will say this, Michael. Like I was saying, the default sounds in the PMDG are much better. They're not on Boris level, but they are much better. What about Atlanta? Atlanta is still scheduled to come out by the end of the year, Tom. Yes. It is still planned to come out by the end of the year. Now, we'll see if it does or not, but that is the plan. I'm very patiently waiting for, the email to content creators. Would you fly it when it'll be added? We'll see, Bobo. I have zero experience with an L1011, but it could be fun. Could be something different. What's up? Doing a 747 flight from Orlando to Vegas. Is the 73 from PMDG coming out by the end of the week or no? Comes out tomorrow. Who's making Atlanta? Orbex is doing Atlanta. Orbex Atlanta. Very excited for that one. Yep, the aircraft comes out tomorrow, my friends. Tomorrow. Tomorrow, tomorrow. Isn't there a song? Something like that? Thank God someone's making Atlanta. We need DFW next. I know. You know what we need is like an AnyBuilds DFW. Something like somebody along those lines. A bigger developer. We need them to make DFW properly. Have you emailed Orbex about getting sceneries? No. I'm on their content creator list, so they usually send me an email when the sceneries are ready to showcase. What's the price for it in GBP? They have not announced a price. They have not announced a price. I think it's going to be somewhere between $10, $15, $20. Somewhere around there. Did I get it installed? No, I'm not. JJ, I can promise you I ain't going to be rushing to install it. Maybe tomorrow. I have a day off tomorrow. Might get into it tomorrow, but honestly, I'll probably wait till next week. I'm going to be in the 7.3 for the rest of the week, so I'll probably wait for like Monday or Tuesday before I jump into it, most likely, JJ. I'll give you a heads up on Discord, so we can jump in a chat or whatever, and you can show me what needs to be done. Good to be back, Cap. Currently doing some landing challenges since I'm bored. Good to be back with your soothing voice. Jordan, welcome back, my man. Thanks, brother. Hello from Langley, British Columbia. Hello, Emmanuel. Welcome back. Hope you're well. I love Langley. Wait, is there a price for the PMDG if you have not bought one? No, they have not. They have not said what the price is going to be. Do Air France from YOW to CDG. That'd be fun. Yep. Is your A320 autopilot working? Because mine always turns right for some reason. Yep, my autopilot's fine. Never had any of those issues. Really curious how the store will change in Sim Update 5 as integration of the PS. Microsoft wants compatibility across all systems. The store will be overhauled and my wallet will die. Hopefully not, man. Hopefully not. Glad I upgraded from a 4060 Ti to a 9070. Game changer for my Sim. Now I can 1440p and 90 FPS. Very nice. What's your favorite engine on a plane if you can pick any that comes to mind? JT8Ds. The double, triple bypass engines, the JT8Ds, found on the MD-80, 737, 200s. The sound of those engines is, man, you'll hear it flying over you and the ground will rumble. Did I hear some E-Jet shenanigans are coming? They did send me, yes, they sent me a pre-release copy of the E-Jets. So as soon as we get the go-ahead from FSS to showcase the new custom FMC, LNAV, and VNAV, we will be flying the FSS. And I think they said it's probably in about a week or two the embargo is going to lift and I can start streaming it. So I'm going to do a little bit of learning and research before I stream it, obviously. I don't really like to go into things completely blind. But yes, it looks like we're going to have an actual Embraer to fly, which is pretty exciting, I gotta say. Have you tried it yet? I have not, Adam. They sent it to me earlier while I was streaming. Have not flown it. How much faith do you have? It's pretty low right now. But, yeah. Where did I get my Christmas lights? Canadian Tire. I'm excited for when they release the experimental build for the general public. Correct, yes. Yeah. Michael, what's up, my friend? Welcome back. Hope you're well. Just joined. Are we talking about the FSS E-Jets? Correct, G-Mark. Yeah. Another regional is always a good thing. Let's hope it's actually good. Correct. Yeah. The E-Jet's yoke looks funny. Looks like a bicycle handle. David says, hi, naughty boy. My friend is watching tonight. Say hi. I feel extremely bad for you that you called Davis a friend. It's okay to reach out to me outside of YouTube chat if he has touched you anywhere inappropriately this evening. Not only this evening, within the last 6 months. We probably have a good case against him. Q400 all day, Bombo. His name is David. He's a nice man. Hello, David, Mr. Nice Man. Still have those Monopoly-looking Canadian Tire cash? Good old days? Hell yeah. The Tickle Executioner is here. By the gods. Hey, Gab, do you know people who have left the flight sim hobby then come back or not at all? A lot of people do, Joseph. A lot of people do, man. A lot of people will take like a couple months off from flight sim and then make their way back. Some people take years off of flight sim and then come back. It's one of those things. Are you seeing my messages? I'm having issues with my YouTube. I am seeing your messages, Steven. Pedro, what's up, man? This is a bit random. Did you hear that they're going to do with Ontario Downsview Airport? Apparently, it will transform into a $22 billion city. Downsview, that's the one they closed a couple years ago, right? Dash 7 or 8? Dash 8. You wish the 7.5 was out? Hopefully soon, man. The E-Jets are a blast to fly. The only thing missing is the FMS and VNAV, which is, they've incorporated it right now. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see what it's like, man. I'm very curious to have a regional jet. In your opinion, what is the biggest downside of the flight sim hobby? Probably the people, the community. Yeah. Other than that, buyer beware when it comes to the flight sim community. Buyers beware. Make sure you do your research before you purchase any products on any store. It's a very easy hobby to just kind of throw your money away. It can be a very expensive hobby. It can also be an extremely rewarding hobby. But yeah. It'll house 50K residents. Nice. Very good. Make sure you sign your full legal name. Correct. Cat Minnesota, what's up, my man? Good to see you, buddy. Welcome back. What did you think of FSS when it came out? I'm sure you already know. Don't buy cheap. It's not even don't buy cheap, because there's certain add-ons that charge a pretty hefty price tag that don't deserve so. I can think of at least a few sceneries that I've bought, and I'm, you know, the money was not very well spent. I'd rather spend that money on another scenery, for example. There's a lot out there. Just be mindful. Like I said, do a little bit of research. Don't just pull the trigger because you see an airplane and it looks, you know what I mean? I thought you were losing your mind. Nah, you're fine. Cough, Taxi to Gate, that's one of them for sure. Taxi to Gate Orlando, charging $30 US for that scenery, and it's basically abandonware. I don't think that thing has seen an update since it came out. Maybe one update since it came out. Wish Microsoft made a trucking sim with Microsoft level of detail. It'd be pretty cool. It'd be pretty cool. Although American Truck Sim and that stuff is, yeah. Jeremy, I know what you're trying to do, man. It's not going to work, brother. So either you just hang out and enjoy the stream, or you can move along, my man. We're not getting into that debate over and over and over again. I know what you're trying to do. I'm not stupid. Abandonware is crazy, brother. It's real. There's a lot of sceneries. There's a lot of aircraft. They go onto the market and then they're never touched afterwards. Never, ever. Planes shouldn't be expensive, yet broken essentially should be a price based on quality and experience. Correct, but that never happens. You know what I mean? American Truck Sim is fine, but I feel ETS is showing its age now. Well, correct, yeah. ETS has been out for how long, Pedro? Like, I feel like it's been forever. It's got to be pushing like 10 years, right? Orbix Atlanta should be soon. Correct. Yeah. It'll be really cool, man. A300 is basically abandonware now too, which sucks, but it's still great. The A300? I mean, the A300 received an update not that long ago. And the A300, for the most part, I feel like works perfectly fine. I'm more talking about like the Captain Sims, the MS scenery, the Breedocs, etc., etc. Those ones. Example of $120 on a 7.3 Classic. Correct. Yes, that's a perfect example of that as well, Beaver. Yep. Greetings, Cap, joining from a tropical Mexico, visiting the in-laws for the holidays. My man. Score on that one, dude. Sheesh. I need my in-laws to move to Mexico. I'd go for a little trip. It'd be nice. I talk a lot of stuff about any planes, but they definitely update them often. They definitely do. Yeah, they definitely do, man. Breedoc versus Asobo 7.3 Max. Probably the Asobo 7.3 Max, to be honest with you. Any Builds is one of the top offenders of it. See examples of X-Plane was abandonware in its core definition. Sure, man. Sure, dude. Did you pull that one right off Reddit as well, Andrew? Life hack, marry someone with a tropical beach location. Correct. Yeah, no kidding, dude. That's like a cheat code. Captain Sim and Black Box will never see a dime from me. Learned my lesson many years ago. Yep. Correct. Think we Microsoft is bad. X-Plane 12 is like 100 times worse, like $100 USD for an A320 Neo. Yeah, oh, the prices are absurd over an X-Plane. Correct. They really are, man. They really, really, really are. Surprised Any Builds hasn't done Atlanta, considering they've done many other U.S. airports. I would agree. I'd like to see them do DFW, Yamasaki. I think that'd be really cool, dude. That'd be really cool. $737-200 or A300? Gotta go A300. Gotta go A300. That thing's so cool, man. I know they're both terrible, but wondering which one was worse. I don't know. I've flown... I think I'd flown the... Never flown the Breedock, and I think I've flown the default max for all of about 20 minutes. DFW is Dulles? No, DFW is Dallas-Fort Worth. Dulles has already been done by Flight Beam. Flight Beam Dulles. Fantastic scenery. Any builds to do DFW, Miami, and Atlanta? That'd be a good one. I mean, we already have 2 Atlantas. We have Latin VFR, which is slightly outdated, but still works in a pinch. You've got Glide Slope Pro, which is just awful. I mean, the scenery's not awful, but the performance is god-awful. I would like to see another developer step up and do Miami. You're right. Actually, you're right. When 24 first came out, it sounded like you liked the Asobo Max. Oh, really? Really? Did you ever see me fly it? Did I ever do one single stream flying the Asobo Max? Miami, correct, yes. Want that PMDG Max? That'd be a good one as well. Absolutely.
Edgefire
JW, thank you, brother.
Donated $4.99. Who do I speak to for any to make DFW? This is some BS. We don't have it.
Nice, JW. I would agree, man. It would be real nice, dude. Real nice. Huge no floaties to you, JW. Thank you, my man. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you, good sir. Asobo Atlanta looks okay. Yeah, it's okay. It's better in 2024, to be honest with you. Eat-oops. What's up, my man? Good to see you, Zach. Welcome back. Hope you're well, brother. Yeah, well, Asobo Atlanta is good in a pinch, but Atlanta deserves a solid third-party rendition. Atlanta, it's one of the busiest airports in the U.S. It deserves the attention of a third-party developer. Gotta love the rage baiting, brother. Ever since, Pilot Sammy, ever since I've got early access to this aircraft, it's insanity, man. It's insanity. The rage baiting, the Reddit dweebs, everybody in between is just here in the streams, man. It's genuinely hilarious. It's been a real interesting about 2 weeks. You think it's the busiest in the world? There you go. It is the busiest in the world? Ah, well, there we go. I think the kids are on holiday break. Nah, people are bored, man. People are bored. It's been a long time since we've had a big release for the simulator. People are bored. People really want the airplane, so they're not getting the airplane, so they're just taking it out on everybody in between. People love the drama too. They love it. They love it, brother man. They love it. Glad you enjoyed the aircraft, Cap. It's been a lot of fun, man. I've really enjoyed flying it. Been a lot of fun. Bluebird next month? Nah. Wish someone else would crack at ORD. FSDT appears to be focusing solely on making more tug models for GSX. I think the thing with Chicago as well is I don't think anybody wants to step up and make Chicago right now because of all the construction going on. I just don't think it would make a ton of sense, at least till the construction is done and you can get a general layout of the airport. Because right now I think it would be too difficult, unless they have like somewhere what it's gonna look like. But, yeah. If you had to pick one city to go to in the world, where would you go and why? If I could travel tomorrow, go to one city and one city, I'd probably go to Thailand, man, or something like that. That's the only reason, Tom, in my opinion, anyways, take it how you want, but in my opinion, that's one of the major reasons we haven't had anybody step up and do an ORD. Detroit, we have fantastic Detroit. We have Any Builds Detroit. Great scenery. Indianapolis, we already have great Indianapolis. Dominic Design Team, V2. We don't need Indy. Oh, you guys are saying where would I... Sorry, I'm so stupid. You guys are saying where would you go if you could just travel anywhere? JW, my man, drop another 2 bones. Says, I work at DFW, so if need help, I will help. My man. That'd be pretty badass, dude. I know, Tyson. I'm sorry, man. I'm an idiot. Shabugamo, I hear you talk about sounds tropical. Oh, yeah. Real tropical. Cold as hell, too. Maybe I go to Shabugamo. Ann Arbor, Michigan. I must say the planes for ORD do look impressive. The plans, yes, they do. Mr. Jarvis, welcome back, my friend. Hope you're well. Is there even a scenery for the airport where we can do a community fly-in? Sorry, what do you mean, Aiden? For which one? Whatever happened to Flightbeam Phoenix? It's coming, Tom. They're just incredibly slow. Davis offered me to live in his basement. The rent is very cheap. Don't take it. Should I call out tomorrow or Friday? It's time for some afternoon Eastern, so 10 a.m. my time. Both? I say take Friday off, make oatmeal. Go to work tomorrow. At least then you're not staring at the PMDG website refreshing every 2 minutes. Go to work tomorrow. Come home. The airplane should be out by the time you get home. Get the airplane. Install the airplane. Boom. You're flying all night. You're flying all day Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I vote take Friday off. Friday's the day, man. And I'll be flying on Friday as well. Mick Oatmeal, so you can join me. I think we're going to do some Sun Country out of MSP. Maybe go somewhere. I don't know where yet, but Sun Country out of MSP chat was saying they would like to see. That could be fun. I could go for a mental health day. My man, everybody take Friday off if you can, without getting in trouble. Justin, what's up, man? Welcome back. So out of curiosity, which version of 2024 are you giving away? That is a great question, Justin. I don't know. I'm going to have to go look at the key. I'll have to go look at the key that Microsoft sent me. I honestly don't know. I only fly as ETP Flight School. No, I know, but you still join us on all of our flights, you goofball. I hear you out there all the time. Career Track 69. Best call sign on VATSIM of all time, brother. Or Career Track 420. It's a good one, too. Those are the only 2 numbers you're allowed to put when you're flying Career Track. Good thing I'm already off. My man. Minneapolis Glacier Park? That'd be interesting. Does Sun Country even do that? Can I join them off on Friday too? Of course you can. I hope to see a full lineup of 737s flying along this weekend as everybody gets their 737s out. Redbeard, what's up, my man? Good to see you, brother. I just noticed we got eyebrows. I know. We do. Glacier Park's in Montana, correct. We have Orbex scenery for Glacier Park. I wonder if it works in 2024. We flew in 2020, but... Nice, JW. If we didn't go to college, can we still fly with you? Of course. Of course. Switch back to VR. Unfortunately, no joy with 2024. Going to need a stronger GPU. I've heard about that. I've heard VR in 2024 is very very heavy on perf. I don't know. I don't own a VR headset, but I've heard it's very heavy on performance. Missoula's a cool airport. Well, that's the thing with Sun Country, right? Is they fly into so many like random airports. So we'll have to see. Can we fly with you if we got bad credit? Correct. We'll help raise your credit. Don't worry. Fly along and boom, your credit's fixed. Promise. This is the Davis Credit Union. 380i TO chokes. 3080 Ti chokes pretty bad. Yeah. Need that 5080, 5090. Ken's in the house. Good to see you, my man. Can we fly with you if we can't believe it's not butter? Ooh, I don't know about that one. Mofo might have something to say about that. Mofo might be upset if we even mention butter. Good, I have 4 credit cards to pay, so I need a good credit. My man. Jen's in the house as well. Hey-o. Can we fly with you for stoners? 100%. Welcome aboard. Bienvenue aboard Air Canada. Welcome aboard Air Canada. Can we fly with you if we believe in Santa Claus? Yep. Hey Cap, thinking about jumping from a system similar to your old one to one similar to your new setup. Of course, not cheap, but would you recommend? How are you finding it? Absolutely, I would recommend. Performance has been incredible on the new PC. Have run into some issues, but I've since kind of mitigated the issues. But yeah, would definitely recommend. Do they have a stretch livery? They don't know. Air Kush 420, my man. Can we fly with you if we don't fly with you? Yes. Got the best flight stream in the world. You never answered my question about the new build PC though. What was that, Will? Sorry. Ask again and I'll try and pay attention. Ken, 3 years, my man. 3 years as a premium economy member. Huge enough floaties to you, Mr. Ken. Thank you for the continued support, my friend. Appreciate you, brother. I think you and Jen should go out to Amsterdam for the FS weekend. That'd be awesome. It's so nice watching evening streams so I can stretch and watch. The best, brother. The best. Now, these airports, chat, exclamation point scenery. If you plan on doing these flights, you have to install these airports. They are absolutely incredible. These are, in my opinion, he could totally offer these as like payware, like $5 to $10. The scenery for freeware is incredible. Especially the Majuro airport. So the second one that we're going to, man. I've got some Mystic Mint. Oh, brother, anything mint, I'm on board, Tom. Anything. I got some mint chocolate chip here. VREF Glacier Park, any good? I haven't even seen that one, Merrick. I don't know. Mr. Barry is here. Majuro is a runway and a beach, literally nothing else. It's crazy. The runway is the, like, entire width of the atoll. It's wild. Octane mint? Ooh, that sounds incredible. I'm working up in Maine right now. Here about 5 hours from you. Damn, that's not too bad, actually. You're 5 hours from Canada, though. You're probably a lot further from me. I work with some guys who used to work at Lockheed on Kwajalen 20 years ago. Kind of jealous. Damn, that's really cool, Tyson. It is an Airbus. It is an air base, Wayward. Yes, I don't think that you're allowed to. I don't think you're allowed to visit. No, Somebody was saying earlier, when you land here, they close all your window shades and you're not allowed to take any videos and pictures of landing, arriving, departing, nothing. Stretching on some Paradise Punch. Ooh, sounds tasty. Sounds like Janet. Yeah. Why even is that? Is it just because there's an active military base out here? Is that what it is? Hecap, quick question. I've heard a friend, you have to upgrade to use the PMDG in 2024 in the new release. Just thought I'd get some clarification. Yes, you do have to upgrade, Leo. It's not a free update, so you can't just reinstall the airplane and have it working in 2024. There is a small, and they haven't said how much it's going to be. There is a small upgrade fee. Yes. There is. Transition altitude is 5,500 feet once again. What's the weather showing now? Winds are showing 050 at 15, 10 miles, scattered at 19, broken at 45, overcast at 5. 29 degrees, 29er 80. So let's bug that up first and foremost. 29er 80. Alright, beautiful. That is in. Front course will be 64. We'll bug that up. You want to see the galley in the back? Okay, give me a second.
Well, hello, buddy.
Janino!
At Janino 123 donated $5.
Thank you, brother.
Glad to see you doing well, Captain O, and I see Tampa Tickler has entered the room.
Yes, he has. The Tampa Tickler is here, my friend. Thank you, Janino. Appreciate you, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you, brother. All right, 067 on the front course, and then we have our minimums on LNAV, 480. We'll go ahead and bug that up. 480 on the barrel mins. $480. Very good. All right, cool. Auto brake is set as well. Looking great. Somebody wanted to see the cabin and the galley. There's the cabin. We could put on the... Here's your little panel that you get to interact with now back here. So you can put landing, takeoff, both zones. Should dim it a little bit back here. There you go. Quite nice if you're into that type of stuff. If you like messing around with all of that, that's all available for you now. If she ain't 480, she ain't a lady. Sheesh. I feel like Guam island hopping is almost equivalent to Alaska Airlines milk run. Pretty similar. Yeah. Yeah, I would agree. About to hit the stretch pen. Will be a nice evening indeed. Nice. Evening, sir. Been watching you on and off now for a couple years. Great to see you're still so passionate about flight sim. Other than your awesome fan base, what keeps you so motivated to keep flying? Great question, Jamie. Thank you for the kind words. Appreciate that. Honestly, man, just my love and my passion for flight sim. I want to be the reason that people get back into this hobby or start doing this hobby. I think it's important to inspire not only young people, but just people to get back into the hobby. I know a lot of people kind of left the hobby or don't do the hobby as much as they would like to. I just want to inspire people. That's my number one thing that keeps me going. Inspire people to want to use the simulators and enjoy them as much as I do. Do you like the pens or the ZA? I like both. I prefer the ZA, but I do the pens as well. Why isn't the toolbar showing up? What do you mean, like your toolbar? When's Frugal coming back? Yeah, I don't think so, Viper. I think he's done. He had enough, man. Should do flare ops. We do flare quite a bit, Oliver. We did flare a couple weeks ago in the Max 8. Yeah. How long is this runway? I think this is one of the longer runways that we're going to today. 6,700 feet. And we're landing on runway 6. It actually has a taxiway, which is kind of nice. And then we're going to go all the way here, and we're going to go to one of the refueling pads right here. And we're going to get refueled. Actually, we might go up into here. I'm not even sure. Hold on. Let's see. Where do we go? I'm not sure if we go up here or if we go over here. We'll look at when we land. We'll see what it looks like when we land. Updated the sim and the toolbar won't show up. That's weird. Can I request some Phoenix ops? We'll get to Phoenix in the next couple of weeks, man. Yeah, probably next week, to be honest with you. Osti, 12 months, 1 year. My man. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, dude. Huge no floaties to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, man. Unbelievably kind. Appreciate you, brother. Aviator Niels, what's up, man? Good to see you as well, brother. Welcome, welcome. 13 years old, and you inspired me about 2 years ago to try it out. Now I have about 220 successful flights done, including 6 on VATSIM. Thank you for being on here. I wanted to add on. A very cool local aviation. I'm glad to hear, man. I'm really glad to hear that. Cap, if you woke up tomorrow and Canada banned flight sim, what would you do as a career? God. I have no clue, man. Probably get back into welding. That would probably be my best bet. Something along those lines to do with welding or something. Probably. Still rocking the MS2020. It's finally dialed in. A little hesitant to start over with 24. Is there enough of a difference in the sim to make worth the jump? Visually, Redbird, I mean, there are some visual improvements, but I think where you'll really see the improvements is in the ground handling, the flight model. It's definitely much more refined. Definitely in a much better state. Start the flight sim cartel. There you go. Move to the U.S. Why don't you can't just move to the U.S. Costco has an insane PC deal. Ryzen 7 9800 X3D RTX 5070 32 gigs DDR5 6000 for $14.99. That is a pretty good price, actually. Shit. The only thing that sucks is the 5070, but isn't the 5070 an 8 gig card? It's the only thing of that build. Or is it 16 gig, the 5070? Or 12? I don't even know anymore. It's 12 gig? Okay. That's not too bad. You should be good with that. What did my 3080 have? 10 gigs? Yeah, actually, you'd be fine. Cap, how is your Asus motherboard? Is it reliable? Yeah, I haven't had any problems with any of my Asus boards. This is my second in a row. Same board, basically. Last one with Intel, this one's AMD. It's not bad, but it's not as good. Yeah, got you. Did my last sesh yesterday until a good amount of time. Wish me luck, gentlemen. Shoosh. Do you like more AMD than Intel? I mean, all my previous builds have been Intel builds. This is my first build on an AMD. So far, I'm impressed with AMD. Haven't really ran into any issues. The only issues I seem to run into are with Microsoft Flight Simulator. But I haven't really run into any issues. So far, so good. I love the performance. It basically does anything that I throw at it. What resolution am I running? 1440p. It might be Tyson, yeah. Was looking to upgrade my PC specs. Ryzen 7 7800X3D, fantastic CPU. 5070 and 32 gigs of RAM. Honestly, local, I wouldn't even upgrade yet. I don't think you need to upgrade. I think that's still a perfectly, especially for like 1080p gaming, unless you wanted to move up resolutions. But am I streaming 1440p? Correct. Yeah, you should see 1440p on YouTube. Issues with Flight Simulator? No, never. Yeah. Right? Never have I ever. But yes, Sauce, we are streaming in 1440p now. Oh, you want to upgrade to that? Okay, yeah, there you go. Yeah, I was going to say, if you have that right now, I wouldn't upgrade that. Not the way prices are right now. Prices are crazy for PCs right now, dude. Using 1440p for a few years, absolutely love it. I agree, Danny. It's been a major step forward, man. Pretty sure when Microsoft released FSX, they did the most bug-ridden simulator ever. Remember the service packs that came for that, Ken? I remember that. Your real question is, what is my Wi-Fi? I'm not on Wi-Fi. I'm hardwired. I have my modem in my, right here beside me. Abheek, what's up, man? Welcome back. Hope you're well. Gonna buy your monitor for a Christmas gift to myself? Nice, Diamond Mike. You'll love it, dude. RAM prices are insane. It doesn't even make sense. Pardon me. His Mobo does Wi-Fi 7. There you go. Davis. Oh my god, dude. How do you come up with this stuff, man? Ay. RAM prices are higher than Cap Canada after a Timmy-ridden stream, brother. Just got a 9800X3D, 32 gigs of DDR5, and a 9070 XT. Nice. Very good. Tomorrow Santa Claus PMDG arrives? Correct. Yeah. 64 gig of DDR5 was $876 at Micro Center. That's insane, dude. Lars, this is the second stream. Every Wednesday we do 2 streams, man. We have an afternoon stream and an evening stream every Wednesday. Do you know one of the 5 ground stations used for controlling an operation global positioning system navigation system is located in Kwajalen? Is it really? That's why it's so heavily guarded then. That makes sense, actually. Flying Beaver, what's up, man? Welcome back. Hope you're well. Welcome, my amigo. You guys are in for a pretty sweet approach. I'm looking forward to this one. Varun, welcome back as well. Hope you're well, my man. A little bit bumpy. All right. You're dinged. You're on. Those are on. Those are on. Good. We're going to go standard barrow. Good. Going to get the speed brake out, and I'm going to bug up 210 manually. I guess we're keeping the theme of flaps 40 landings today, chat. So flaps 40 it's going to be. Why are we way high up on the approach? What just happened? Speed check flaps 1. And speed check flaps 5 degrees. We're going to kind of barrel roll this down in. Not quite sure what the aircraft is doing. It's not picking up on the VNAV, and it's got us very high on the approach now. Hopefully it'll be able to sink ourselves back down. It says we're 2,000 feet above the profile? Jesus. What happened? I think we just had like a mismatched waypoint or something. Wasn't very happy about that. I don't know if we're going to make this, chat. We're going to go gear down. Start bringing the speed back as quickly as I can. I might, you know what? Fuck this. We're just going to hand fly this, chat. I'm going to hand fly this and by the gods, pray we get this down. Speed check, flaps 10 degrees. I think we might have to do a little... I don't know what happened with the VNAV. It just like completely gave out on itself. Speed check, flaps 15 degrees. We might be able to save it. Kind of dive bombing right now. Actually, you know what? I think the smart thing to do is we're just going to do a 360. That's going to be the smart thing here, chat. We're just going to do a few little turns here.
Sauce King donated $4.99.
Sauce King!
Don't worry, we're going to make this chat.
Hell yeah. I got you. Don't worry. Alright. We're going to do a little turn here, chat. Don't worry, we'll be fine. Let's do a little 360. I have no clue. We passed a waypoint, and as soon as we passed the waypoint, it put us like 2,700 feet above glide path, which was a little bit weird. So, we'll spin this sucker around. Just do a nice little 360 here. Tactical landing for the military base, I guess so. My God. Keep our speed at 160 for now. Alright, there we go. Back on track, so we're looking good. I'm going to go flaps 25 degrees. Alright, I'm going to level us off here at 1,500 feet. Alright, level us at 1,500. Make that turn around. Then we should be good. We'll pretend like nothing happened, chat, okay? Nothing happened.
Buddy.
It's Sauce King donated $4.99. No floaties. Damn.
No floaties, my man. 141 on the V speed. Oh, I don't need to be climbing, thank you. Alright, speed check, flaps 40. Take control of the throttles. There's our airport. See, perfect, chat. No harm, no foul. Everybody's fine. Everybody is fine. There's our V-speed. Sounds are up. Yeah, I have no clue what happened there. It was an odd one. We didn't have any of these issues with any of the other airports. Sauce King, thank you so much for another 5 bones, dude. Appreciate you, my man. Thank you, brother. And welcome up back into Premium Economy. Thank you very much as well. Appreciate that, man. Alright, landing checklist. Gear down, 3 green. Flaps are 40 and indicated. Ground spoilers are armed. Green light. Cabin crew's advised. You're all advised. We're looking good. What's our speed?
1,000.
1,000 feet. Now this was the airport I was telling you it could honestly be a payware, like a $5 to $10, but it's all freeware, chat. Available on flightsim.to. "21 knots of crosswind." Now quartering headwind, crosswind.
Approaching minimums. 500. Minimums.
Continue.
400.
Look at that speed gain.
200.
Almost 10 knots right there.
$100. 50. 30. 20. 10.
Into the ground, chat. Nice and smooth. Very nice. Nose down gently. Reversers are out. Decelerating. Gnarly ass winds on final. "70 knots, reversers idle. Auto brake goes off. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome down to Kwajalen. There's all your military activity over there. Such a cool little... It's a bunch of Osprey over there. Look at that. Holy shit. Alright, we're going all the way down to the end. And we make a left turn. That's cool. 747 over there as well. Yeah, nothing. Don't look, chat. Nothing to see here, by the way. Is my TLOD, it's set to 75 on the ground. 461. Alrighty. Welcome to Kwajalen, chat. Nobody look. You're not allowed. Alright, obviously we're not parking over there. So we're going this way. Ground spoilers clean. Flaps going clean as well. Beautiful. Landing lights will come off. Runway turnoffs will go off. Taxi lights on. APU spool in. Start switches go off. Strobe lights go off. Wing lights go off. Alrighty, friends. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Sir, you're looking... Sorry. It's just so interesting. So many things. Look at all the things I can look at. Alright, I don't know where parking is. I'm just going to follow this line up here. I think there's a GSX profile for this airport as well. I can't remember. I think I do. Where's my premium seat? Nice. Stop looking. What a cool little island. Kind of reminds me of Hawaii, to be honest with you. I mean, I guess we're pretty close, but... kind of reminds me of Hawaii. Look at all the palm trees. There's like a church right there or something. There's the little terminal. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Alright, and then I guess we can stop it right here. This seems to be a stand. Now let's see if GSX knows where we are. I see some workers over there. How close are we on that line? Now we're pretty good. Alright, we'll stop her right there. Perfect. Cool.
Tibbs asked
Park
me,
brake comes on.
can you explain why the island of Kwajalen is so secretive? And can
Yeah.
we take pictures?
Yeah.
Ah, Kwajalen. A place shrouded in mystique. Access is highly restricted due to its use as a missile testing range. As for taking pictures, let's just say they prefer you admire from afar, unless you want a very unpleasant chat with some fellas in dark suits.
Yeah, that's right. FBI's gonna get you. Engine number 1 is off. Engine number 2 is off. APU generators are online. Fuel pumps can come off. Yaw damper can go off. Probe heat can go off. Hydraulic pumps can go off. APU packs are auto. Isolation valve is open. APU bleed is on. Anti-collision light is off. Beautiful. GSX, do you know where we are? I am going to take that as a no. It does not know where we are. All right, very good. Cool. Well, then I think we just sit here, chat, and we just load up our airplane like we have been doing, and then we'll mosey on out of here. Mosey on out. Get some tunes bumping here in the background while we set up the next leg, friends. All right. All right. That is done. That is good. Next leg's pretty short, chat. 233 nautical miles. I'll generate that. I will disconnect from here. I will pre-file on the network. 29,000 feet for our cruise altitude on the next leg. All right, reconnected. Beautiful. Now, we did have somebody behind us. I wonder if they didn't, or maybe that wasn't somebody flying with us. Maybe he was just doing his own routing. I don't know. I'm honestly not sure. Okay. We'll leave it right there for a second. Actually, no, I lied. We got to get some things ready. Let's come back over here. Let's go to our electronic flight bag. We'll request our new data from SimBrief. United 155, same call sign, going over from Kwajalen over to Majuro. 240 nautical miles on the flight route and 0 fuel weights, looking 58.7. Beautiful. Let's come down here. We'll go to our route tab. We'll do our flight plan request. There's our SimBrief routing. We'll set payload. Good. We'll set fuel. Good. And we'll select our route. Very nice. Give that a couple seconds to run through its checks. What was our landing rate on that one, chat? 166.105G. Perfect. Perfect. Honolulu? No, we're going over to Majuro. The flight to Honolulu is like 3.5, 4 hours. We're not doing that one today. Let's load up our flight plan. Very good. GSX is out for the rest of the year. Something's going on. Any clubs on the island? God knows. If you ever do this, Hopper again can use the old retro livery. I thought about it, Local Aviation. They don't send any of the older liveries. The only liveries 737s out here flying are these new ones. The Evo Blue, if you will. All right, flight plan is in. Beautiful. Let's go to our departure page. We're planning runway 6. There's no SID, obviously, so we'll execute that. Beautiful. Arrival. Let's go see what the weather's doing. Flights, unload, import, SimBrief, U. Very good. What's the weather doing in Majuro? Weather. Winds are 040 at 14, 15-mile visibility, few at 14, scattered at 15, broken at 12. Nice. As you can see, the runway is literally the length of the atoll. It's pretty crazy. 7,900 feet, though, so we can definitely do a flap 30 approach today. So that looks good. Let's go to flights. We'll select our approach, and here's where things get fun. RNAV 7 from Wozen. I'm assuming that's probably what we're going to do. That looks, WAS-T. That seems to be about right. Perfect. Very good. Slight little quartering crosswind on this arrival as well. Should be nice. We're going to plan for the RNAV 7, and we want it from WAS-T, and we'll execute that. Beautiful. Legs page looking good. No discontinuities. Great. Over to our NITREF tab. 0 fuel weight 58.7. Planned fuel 7.9. Reserves 2. Cost index 25. Cruise level 290 for this leg. Winds at flight level 290. Will be 356 at 6. Very good. Oh, 356 at 6. There we go. Go to our N1 limits. We'll jump over to the electronic flight bag. Go to our performance tool. We'll clear that out. Select runway 6. Import from aircraft. Import the live weather. Will it still let me calculate? It will not. All right. We'll import our own weather. So weather here in Kwajalen, 050-19. Winds 050 at 19. All right. Outside air temperature is 29 degrees, 2979. 29, 2979. Calculate. Oh. Calculate. Very good. Takeoff D rate 2 with a 32 degree cell temp. Takeoff D rate 2, 32 degree cell temp. Very good. We'll do a climb D rate as well. Takeoff, flaps 5 degrees, CG weight 24.4, trim value 532, V speeds 41, 42, and 47. Beautiful. And just like that, friends, we are all ready to go. Bug up 147. I'll just bug up our cruise altitude. 29,000 feet. We'll work on a couple things on the overhead, and then we'll be good to go. We'll set 29,000 on our pressurization panel. Good. Hydraulic pumps can come back on. Fuel pumps can come back on. Seatbelt signs can come back on. Anti-collision light can come back on. Packs will go to the off position, so we'll have enough bleed pressure to start the engines. I will turn the sim sounds up, and we'll go ahead and spool up engine number 1 over to ground. Very good. Should see a start valve open message. N2 percentage on the rise. And looking for about 25% N2 before we introduce fuel. And there's 25%. We'll introduce fuel number 1. You're the Learjet coming. Oh, that's actually you? I thought that was like a static airplane or something. That's pretty cool. Hell yeah, brother. Very nice. CTAF is 126.2. That's so weird, dude. I wasn't getting a CTAF frequency like through the VATSIM client. Let me try now. .CTAF PKWA. Oh, it is 26.2. Okay, you're right. Hi, Henry. All right, I'm updating our banner upstairs. Let's go on engine number 2 over to ground. Start valve open. Should see an N2 percentage on the rise. Here comes 25%. We'll introduce fuel. There she goes. Do you like the older livery? I do. I love the Continental Merger livery. Probably my favorite one. Starter cutoff. Very good. Alrighty, looking good, friends. 2 good engines. Let's go generators back online. Yacht Amper can come on. Probe heat can come on. Packs back to auto. Isolation valve auto. APU bleed can go off. APU can go off. Start switches to continuous. Taxi light is on. Flaps set 5 degrees. Alrighty, very good. Trim value 532. Should be good right about there. Auto brake to RTO. Flight director left side, right side, auto throttle, VNAV, heading select. Alright. Reset U. What's the altimeter here? We're saying it's negative 2979. Well, it says maybe we're under sea level right now. Park brake off. Let's go taxi. You know what we can do, which we forgot to do? Reset these guys. There we go on the block time. I think we can follow this all the way out. Pretty sure, at least. Yeah, we can take Foxtrot all the way, and then it turns to Echo. Nice. And we'll have a good view of the island as we taxi along. Just nobody look. Do not look out your windows, chat. Nobody look. Not allowed. Top secret place. V-speed set? Yes, sir. 41, 42, 47. Why are we not allowed to look out the windows? Because this is an active... What was it again, chat? A missile testing? They test missiles and stuff? I think. Somebody was saying. Kwajalen traffic, United 155, exiting the ramp on Foxtrot, taxiing the runway 6 via Foxtrot Echo. Kwajalen. Kwaj is a military base. Photography while on the island hopper is on the ground is prohibited. There you go. Prohibited. Not allowed. Ooh, we're going to pass right by that 747. Mick Oatmeal, are you going to be faster than us? I don't see you anymore. Or did you go behind me? Oh, you're behind me. Okay. Cheerio. I'll hurry it up. Got a 124 into Charlotte, flying American Smash Bus. Nice. Good stuff, dude. Correct, JBS. I agree with you. Don't look at that gorgeous 747 that we're passing. Ooh. Is that a 400, chat? Definitely a 400, right? Maybe even an older one. Are those a bunch of Chinooks as well? Man, what the hell they got going on over here? It's saying FedEx. Maybe all the military? What? That's an A300 right there too. That's one of the older A300s. Sorry, I'm trying to stay on the taxi line. Look at that A300 right there. Classic. Global Freightways. Is that an actual thing? Global Freightways? A300. Here's all the off spray. How does the HUD, the new PMG, compare to the Zebo's HUD? I have no clue, brother. I haven't flown the Zebo in many, many, many times, and I don't use a HUD when I'm flying. Look at how all those buildings are modeled and stuff as well. It's pretty cool. Again, freeware scenery, chat. Freeware scenery. Exclamation point scenery in chat. Both of these airports that we're flying into are made by the same developer on their freeware. It's just amazing. So cool. Global Freightways was from the FS9, FSX days. That's what I thought. I was like, that's not a real one. Really hope there's a Continental livery before too long. Need to bring that call sign back to Newark. There's the United merger Continental livery, but it says United on it. We could fly that one for shits and giggles. What's that out there? There's like a whole port thing over there. You see that? It's kind of cool. It's the CIA. Someone will make a Continental? Probably. I don't doubt it. Oliver, what's up, man? Welcome back. Hope you're well. Clearing snow all day? Ooh, that's never fun. That is never fun at all, my friend. Alright, chat. Short little flight here to round out the day. We're scheduled at 45 minutes on this flight, chat. 45 minutes. Why are you not flying the A320 anymore? I am, man. I've just been flying the 7.3 a little bit. I fly all airplanes at all times. Every week is usually a new airplane. Except for when one gets released, maybe we'll fly it for 2 or 3 weeks. There was a report that said by 2035 they're predicting this island will be underwater at least once per year. Really? It's kind of gnarly. Click the pen. I don't even see a pen. Oh, they're right here. Click the pen for good luck. Kwajalen traffic, United 155 departing runway 6. Kwajalen. Yo, cam comes on. Y'all ready to rock? Let's do it. Landing lights, strobe lights, wing lights. We're all ready to go, friends. Let's go flying. Throttle's up to about 40%. Slight nose down pressure. Chrono's on. Sounds are up. Enjoy, friends. Toga. Takeoff power set.
80 knots.
Neutral. A little bit of left aileron.
V1T.
Rotate. Beautiful. Positive rate.
Positive rate
Gear up.
climb.
Goodbye island that we're not supposed to look at. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. God, that's loud. Sorry. Let me turn that down. Crazy, dude, that this is a freeware scenery out in the middle of this. Crazy. Alright, auto brake is off, gear is locked. We are going to proceed direct. Church. We'll go LNAV. Start making our right turn. Speed check, flaps 1. Missile incoming. Beautiful. She's a beaut, Clark. Speed check, flaps clean. Ed, what's up, my friend? Good to see you. Welcome back. I can't wait for you guys to get this airplane and just fly it and see how much better it feels hand flying compared to it did in 2020. To me, it's night and day. Night and day how well this flies. Night and day. Just doesn't feel squirrely like it does in 2020. It does exactly what you want it to do. A little bit of rain. 29 degrees outside, so we don't have to worry about any icing at least. Your sim decided to take a shit and run at 15 FPS. Uh-oh. Sounds like a PC restart is in order. Mr. Plains, what's up, man? Is the rudder sensitive? Nah, man, it's nothing like it was in 2020, dude. The ground handling is so much better. The flight characteristics and model, so much better. It's just a real treat to fly, man. A real treat to fly. I really, really like it. I think you guys will as well. She is a real treat to fly. All right, approaching 8,000 feet. Autopilot 1 is on. Bring you back up into the flight deck. They're doing a photo shoot of an airplane in the hangar. I just walked out there, and they've got all the lights on with a bunch of disco lights, and I'm like, third grade spring fling. Uh-oh. Sheesh. Missile wasn't real. They were just waving sparklers at you. Nice. When does the 7.3 for 24 get released? Tomorrow, Ryan. Tomorrow. Mark your calendars. Tomorrow, my friend. The airplane is out tomorrow. How exciting is that? Why are you not flying through Europe anymore? So did you just tune on to the stream and ask, like... We flew in Europe last week, my friend, if that's what you're asking. I don't recognize your name, so I don't think you're here as often as you may think you are. But yeah, we flew in Europe last week. We did some Jet 2 ops. We did some Transavia ops out of Amsterdam to Innsbruck. Yep, fly in Europe all the time. Have you ever flown down to the Philippines? We have a couple times, Ryan. Yep. We have. It's a little bit difficult to fly in the Philippines because the scenery is just, yeah. Did some research. Your aircraft is 24 years old. First flight was in 2001. Departed from LA, but won't tell me where. Interesting. Huh. You're here since 2022, just with another channel. Got you. Okay. Well, if you're curious then, Captain Wiz, exclamation point schedule. And then that's the schedule that we're kind of working with. And yeah, you can also go onto my channel at any point and click the live tab. And the live tab will show you all the previous live streams that we've done. And you'll see that we flew in Europe 2 days ago. We were flying around in Europe. Did some Amsterdam ops. It was quite fun, actually. We went Transavia, Amsterdam to Innsbruck and back. It was a lot of fun. How do you manage to set up the controls for 2024? With a lot of patience. A lot of patience, man. A lot of patience. It's pretty awesome, though. It's the only North American 737 route that hits Japan aside from the island hops. Pretty cool, right? Thinking of getting the 350 for Christmas is a little treat. Do you think it's worth it? I think so, Leo. Especially if you're a fan of the 350, I think you'll enjoy it, man. How do you think the sounds are compared to Boris? I don't think any default sound will ever beat a Boris sound pack, but what I can tell you is this is a massive improvement from what the sounds used to sound like. Major step up, in my opinion. How are the APU sounds on this bird? I really like the sound pack so far, but my opinion is like I like the Boris sound slightly more. Yeah, that makes sense, man. APU is good. You can hear it from the outside. You can hear it from the inside. You can't hear it from the cockpit, but, you know. We need a decent 7.4. Well, PMDG, once the 7.3 is released, they're moving full effort onto the 747. So maybe we get the 7.4 in 2026. Probably not. But maybe. Maybe we get the 7.4 this time next year. Who knows? Who knows? Do you think that if you try, you will easily pass the aptitude pilot's test? I have no clue, man. Probably not. Maybe, but I don't know. You can travel from Santiago to Ulsan Batar entirely on United Airlines 7.3s. That's pretty cool, man. This whole like Micronesia thing, I feel like it's a really good idea from United because it's just connecting all these little islands that would otherwise be not connected, right? What would you have to do? Are there like boats and stuff that go in between these little islands? I'm sure there is. Ferries or something. I feel like the 7.5 is going to be a summer blockbuster. I would agree. Yep. My guess is that they hopefully get it out before the expo in Minneapolis in June. Swim. Ex-Crappity finished their improvement work. No improvements other than being online. Jesus. This is a bucket list flight, up there with getting a ride on a classic prop liner. That'd be cool, JBS, for sure, man. Yeah. I could understand how this would be on someone's bucket list. This would be an incredible day of flying, man. Now, the thing, JBS, I don't know if... Do they do this flight? So do they start in... Like, let's say we're going from this way, right? So we start off in Guam. Do they end up in Honolulu by the end of the day? Or is there a night? Is there, like, a stopover for the night or something? Club, this is the second stream, man. Every Wednesday we're live in the afternoon and the evening. Wednesdays. There's an overnight leg? Okay. Just can't get over how nice the wing flex looks now? I know, dude. They did a really good job with it. Westbound, it's all in one day. Got you. Okay. What do you think? You have some weird questions, but are you good in physics? No. Are you using OBS or Streamlabs? OBS. They're both OBS, Sauce King. One is just has Streamlabs integration. Gets to Honolulu stupidly early in the morning. Yeah, I believe it. Probably the only block time they get in. God, looks good though, man. Looking good, chat. Looking good. I really like early morning flights, but only when I'm going somewhere and not coming back home. Yeah, correct. When I'm leaving, get me to the airport as early as I can. When I'm coming home, let me get to the airport as late as I can. I agree. So island hopper on Manila, Philippines, got layover when I still worked at the airport. That's pretty cool. Cap, do you stream tomorrow for a release party? No, Jack. I will be live Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I hope United turns Honolulu into a hub. Wouldn't be surprised if Southwest opens a hub there. I don't know. You think there's enough traffic? That's the thing. I couldn't see Southwest doing it. I could see United doing it because they have just so many more long haul options. I don't know about Southwest. Only take the 7-3 so far. Did you try Navigraph Academy? I did not. No. Mick Oatmeal, what are you doing in your cruise? I don't want you to catch up or anything. You know, you could do a focus operation as Alaska pulls back the Hawaiian ops. True. Yeah. Does Southwest take their 800s to Hawaii? Because I only see Maxes. I do believe it's only Maxes, correct. I don't think they have any NGs out there. Only the Max 8. I've been hand flying, your autopilot won't engage. Nice. Very nice. Southwest does operate NGs? Oh, really? Interesting. Best option is to replace the 717s with the E190 E2. Yeah. Does United have any of those on order? I don't even think so. Oh boy, chat. Looks like we're going to be cruising for all of about 10 miles here. Avello's the only one who has them on order? Wasn't the A220 back-ordered like so much? That's why a lot of airlines are going with the E195? I know that's why Porter went with the E195. They originally wanted the A220, but it's just not a 4 or 5 year wait list. Southwest uses the NGs for a last resort. They're basically on standby. Ah, got you. But they do have a couple out in Hawaii then. Delta used to operate Hawaii Triangle Ops with the L1011. That's crazy, man. Randazzo just posted a new sticky on the PMDG forum about sound settings for the best sound experience in the 7.3. Nice. I think he wants people to take advantage of the new sounds. Is Vegas 2-6 left ILS fixed in Fly Tampa 24? No. It is not. I mean, yes, the ILS is technically fixed, but all they've done is they've raised the elevation of the airport. So when you're coming in on the 2-6 left, there's like a... The airport is like 20 feet higher than the rest of the elevation. It's a little bit weird. All right, chat. 13 miles till descent. 13 miles. Aircraft's going to start yelling at me in a second. Quick flight? Yes. Quick second leg. Okay. RNAV GPS runway 7 takes us down to 1,700 feet at Ofuzu. 1,700 feet. We'll bug that up. You just Alt F4'd your Moza was conflicting? Damn, that sucks, brother. I know you're looking forward to this one too, McOatmeal. Those are great flights, man. Notice that your camera jumps around due to turbulence. Is that from RealCat or FS Realistic? The camera movement is from FS Realistic. Yeah, hopefully you'll get back on VATSIM tomorrow, JBS, for sure. All right, chat, and there we have it. We've already started our descent. I think Parallel 42 is releasing Chase Plane for 24. They are, correct, yeah. Tugger Nuts, see you Friday, my man. Have a good day, dude. Enjoy the release tomorrow if you end up picking it up. Enjoy it, my friend. Enjoy it. I don't know how this is going to be a 45-minute flight if after 19 minutes we've already started our descent. Not quite sure how that's going to happen. Front course 66. Good. Barrow is showing 29er77. Nope, that's the wrong one. 29er81. 29er81. Alright, that is set. Minimums 460 again. Or that one was 480, so we can take this a little bit lower. 460. Oh, wrong way. Wrong way, Batman. This way. .460, perfect. Does RealCat Turb just make the turbulence more pronounced? Well, it essentially replaces the turbulence for Microsoft Flight Simulator. So the turbulence setting within Microsoft Flight Simulator is not real turbulence. It just takes the wind and kind of spins it around your airplane and calls it turbulence. RealCat Turb actually introduces like clear air turbulence, cloud turbulence, en route turbulence, terrain turbulence. Whereas I said the Microsoft turbulence just is not good. It's not turbulence. It literally just takes the wind and like increases the wind and decreases it and kind of spins it around the airplane. Is this update only for the 738? The 738 is the first one to come out. The rest of them will be coming out afterwards. Worked an 8-hour shift and you're still flying. My man. We're flying this afternoon, took a little break, and now we're back for the evening. How much is it going to be? They have not announced a price. Ian. No price has been announced yet. Do we have a CTAF frequency for Majuro? Let's see. .CTAF PKMJ. There is no CTAF. All right, so we're staying on 1228. Going to show you where I'm temping next month. What does that mean? Are you going to work somewhere for a month? Gonna do... Oh, that's pretty cool, J-Mando. Very nice. I noticed the Microsoft turbulence, even on realistic setting, is pretty weak. It's just not realistic. You're just gonna have to battle the airplane through winds and stupidity. I have a question on my mind. What, getting the PMDG or the iFly, what do you recommend? They're both great. I don't think you'll regret either purchase. Both of them are really well done. Really well done. Alright, auto brake 3 will be set. Again, dealing with a little bit of a longer runway here in Majuro. 7,900 feet, so lots of room, and we're going all the way down to the end of the runway. And we're parking up at the fuel stand over there. So we're looking good. Seems like a long way to get to Chibougamau. Haven't been on a 7.3 since 2019. That streak ends in May when I have 2 back-to-backs. Ooh, nice. The last 737 NG I was on was in 2024. The last MAX 8 I was on was in 2023. I was on a pretty old 737-700 actually from WestJet. I flew it I was on an 800, 737-800 from Vegas to Vegas to Calgary. And then a red-eye on a 737-700 from Calgary to Ottawa. Never been on the MAX. I've been on the MAX quite a bit of times, actually. I've been lucky enough to fly on a few Air Canada MAX 8s. I flew one all the way across the country. Flew Ottawa to Vancouver on a MAX 8, just under 6 hours flight time. And then was on another MAX 8 from Vancouver to San Francisco. And then was on an RJ550. First time I'd ever been on an RJ550. United RJ550 from San Francisco to Ontario. Maybe this is a dumb question. I'm still on 2020. How do you update the PMDG 777 as I don't see it on the Ops Center anymore? Are you using OC3, Nick? You need to use OC3. Been on a MAX once and it was United MAX 9. I've been on a United MAX 9 as well. A brand new one, actually, Mick Oatmeal. Brand new. Pierre, welcome back, my friend. Bonsoir, mon ami. Oui, oui, c'est ça. Zut alors. How'd the other hops go this afternoon? They were good, Ian. Some real good landings today, man. I don't think we've had anything over like 160-something foot per minute. Been some good landings. Sounds good, Aiden. Have a good release day tomorrow, man, and I'll see you this weekend. See you this weekend. Never got to fly on a 736 and probably never will. I don't think I have either. You were on a brand new one from Ontario to ORD. No. Oh, Ontario to Denver. I was on a brand new with Mr. Barry. 737 MAX 9 from Ontario to Denver. And then I got on like a 30-year-old United A319 that the flight almost got canceled because there was something broken with the something in the back. I can't remember what it was. Something was broken. And we were about an hour and 35 minutes delayed. They had us just sitting on the airplane for like an hour and a half. That's when fun story. That's when I got COVID as well. I had the family sitting in front of me, and the two kids were just open mouth coughing all over the cabin for an hour and a half before even leaving. It was a great time. I literally, as soon as I saw the kids, and I could visibly tell that they were sick, and then the open air coughs. Oh, brother. I knew what was coming my way. Flight back from Boston to PDX was a brand new MAX 9, 3 months old. Nice. Very nice. Coolest plane I've ever been on was probably an Alaska 737-400C. That would be cool. For sure. I don't know what the coolest airplane I've been on. I haven't been on anything cool like that. I guess like getting to fly like GA with your buddies, like that's pretty cool. Went to Japan on a 777. Nice. Very cool. Are you thinking West Coast stops on Friday? Probably not, Jack. We're going to do some Sun Country, I think. Sun Country out of Minneapolis. I don't know where we're going to go, but Sun Country. Going to be on an Air Canada MAX from MDWO to YYZ on Tuesday. Nice. Very nice, man. Enjoy that. The ASA combis are the worst smelling planes out there. I don't doubt it. God knows what they're hauling. Probably fish and all kinds of shit. Many hours on a 707. That's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool indeed. Heard iFly's working on a MAX 9? Correct. AK, what's up, man? Welcome back. Hope you're well. I've done Japan on the 330 from RKSI 777, 300, 200, and 789. Damn. Come back from Japan was mega turbulence, the point where we saw the fuzz twist. Damn. That's not good. Been on a brand new Delta 321 3 days in the fleet. Damn. That new plane smell. Do you play American Truck Sim? I don't really, man. Nah. Classic 300, not the ER. Got you. So the old boys. Or the old girls. The interior looked like it hadn't changed since the 90s. That's because it probably hadn't. Right? Probably hadn't changed. Can't wait to watch Fallout. Does that show any good, J-Mando? I've heard some good things about it. My 2024 takes as long to reboot as 2020 now. Starting to regret downloading everything for 2024. Yeah. My 2024 probably starts in about 30 seconds, McOatmeal. From the time I press play game in Steam to by the time I'm at the main menu, I would say probably 30 to 45 seconds. It's great, fully worth a watch. Is Mr. Dan Barry still here? Daniel, need a show. They only released one episode of Fallout. For what, the new, wasn't it season 2? Can't I binge watch season 1 at least? Considering my flight was like 4 hours late that day because of the Haneda runway collision the day before, I was just glad to be making it to Sapporo before the last train. Damn. So I can binge watch season 1 and then season 2 just came out. It's on Amazon? Really? Oh, well shit. I got a Prime thing. Is there a way to install the sim locally versus streaming? Absolutely, Tom. Yeah. You can go into the marketplace and you can download all the world updates and everything. You can download it to the hard drive if you want. It's going to be like 500 gigs, if not more. Well, that's the thing. I never really got into Fallout as a game, but I love, like, the apocalyptic kind of, you know, I like that vibe. I like those shows and games usually like that. So I could probably get into it. All right, 10,000 feet. Landing lights are on. Start switches over to continuous. Logo lights and wing lights are on. Seat belts are good. We'll ding the cabin. Advise them that we will be landing in about 10 minutes. Show is lit? Alright, cool. I might have to give it a go then. Best example of a video game adaptation done right. What's that other show that's just been failing miserably? The Last of Us? I gotta be honest with you, chat. I barely got through season 1, and I was told not even to bother with season 2. Do we all feel that way about The Last of Us, or am I crazy, or are my friends crazy? Season 1 was meh, but apparently season 2 is just trash. Wait. Yeah, sorry. Stranger Things is good. I was talking about The Last of Us. Peaky Blinders was okay. I just found Peaky Blinders to be a little bit too slow. Which is weird because I would usually like all of that. I like season 1. Season 2 was utter garbage. The Witcher was also done dirty by Netflix. Damn. Huh. All right, chat. Flaps 30 today, so 151 on the VAP speed. Last of Us is Captain Sim trash level. I feel like The Last of Us just tried too hard to make it like a show for everyone. Instead of like being a gritty, like the games, The Last of Us games were solid. Solid games. Super gritty. Like... Japan is crazy with heavies on short-haul domestic ops. Bro, they fly 787-10s. I agree, they are crazy. All right, we're going to really keep our eye on our VNAV here, chat. I don't want another repetition of what we just had. I'm going to keep an eye on it, make sure everything's under control. Look at those views out there. There's the atoll we're flying to, chat. Majuro. Have any of you ever watched Cockpit Casuals on YouTube? Anybody know what Cockpit Casuals are? If you've never watched it, check it out. Ever been to Japan? I have not. It's on my bucket list, but... Did you ever watch The Last Ship? I did not. Yeah, it's crazy, JBS. They're nuts, man. It's all those high-density routes, though. There's so many people there. It makes sense, right? It makes sense. Nomadic Life, bro. So hooked on that series. I can't tell you how many of those episodes I've watched. Just straight binge watching them. Binging them. What do you think about Active Sky? I don't think you need it, Nigel, to be honest with you. It's METAR-based, so the weather changes are quite abrupt. Just don't think it's needed, man. Bob's a Goat? Yeah. What is Nomadic Life on? Haven't heard of it. It's a YouTube series. It's called Cockpit Casuals. And it's basically it's a repo. They repo airplanes. Not in like a bad repo, but like when an airplane in, like when a company in Asia sells an airplane, or when a leaser, right? You know how a lot of airlines lease their aircraft. When a lease is up, and let's say the airplane is in Asia and they need to get it back to the leaser in North America, they send these pilots to basically fly the airplane home. And these guys are type rated on all kinds of airplanes. Heavies, narrow bodies, business jets. It's pretty crazy, dude. And that's where I really learned about this runway that we're flying into right now. This is the runway that they use. So they'll leave Asia, they'll refuel in Guam, and then they'll go from Guam to Majuro, where we're going now, and then they'll go Majuro, Honolulu, and then Honolulu mainland. Ferrying all these A320s, 737s, etc., etc. It's really cool, man. It's a really, really cool series. The editing is done extremely well. The music, everything about this, they're just amazing. Search Speed Tape Films or Cockpit Casuals. Yeah. And be prepared. Be prepared to binge watch. Because it's going to happen. Alright, we're starting to slow ourselves down. That's great. I'm going to bug up 210 on the speed. I'm going to go flaps uno. We don't need a repeat of the last time. And this is what I was talking about. Watch when we, like, look at this atoll and look at how thin all of this is down here. And you'll see the runway. It's just going to be around this corner, right up here somewhere. You'll see the runway. It's pretty wild, man. It's pretty wild. Brody, we're playing Battlefield after this. He got 221 here in the UK, just got into bed. Why is subscriber only mode on? It's always on, DevTech. It's to stop the trolls and bots. Remember when we used to get bot accounts going crazy? See, I feel like this has got us too high again. It's 1700 or above. What does it have? I don't like this, chat. I don't like this one bit. I'm going to keep us descending. I don't like where this is heading right now. I believe we need to be at 1700 a Fuso for 1700. Alright, speed check, flaps 5 degrees. We'll start rolling back the speed, 190 now. We'll wait for our 2,500 foot call up before we drop the gear. Bring the sounds back up for you. There's our runway out there, chat. Like I said, it's literally the width of the island. She's out there. Dial up 180. VAP 151.
2,500.
You better start now, Brody. 2,500, gear down. Speed check, flaps 10 degrees. Roll that speed to 170. LPB, what's up, man? The aircraft is coming out tomorrow. Yes, it is, my friend. The aircraft is releasing tomorrow at some point. Speed check, flaps 15 degrees. Keep rolling it down. 151. Lights. Speed check, flaps 25 degrees. My airplane. Very good. Speed check, flaps 30 degrees. My throttles. Good. Beauty. Looking great, friends. Any pappies out there? I do see pappies. Perfect. Very good, very good. Alright, arm the speed brakes. Alright, cool. Landing checklist. Gear down, 3 green. Flaps are 30 and indicated. Ground spoilers are armed. Green light. Cabin crew's advised. You're advised. Majuro traffic United 155. Short final runway 7. Majuro.
$1,000.
1,000 feet. Showing a little bit low. Bring the nose up just a tad. Add a little bit of power. There we go. Back on track. Wow, look at that wind shift. Alright, I'm going to start the recording so we can watch the replay as well. Very good. Alrighty. Look good, friends. Remember, we're rolling this one out all the way to the end of the runway. Jeez, dude, that wind is shifting.
$500. Approaching minimums. 400. Minimums.
Continue. Keep an eye on those winds.
200. 100. 50. 30. 20. 10.
Beautiful. Nose down gently. Reversers are out. Decelerating. What a great way to finish, chat. Great way to finish. 70 knots, reversers idle. Rolling it all the way down to the end. Auto brake goes off. Very nice, friends. Very, very nice. Damn, I said it wouldn't take 45 minutes, but look at that. It took 45 minutes. Very nice. Onto the brakes. We'll vacate here to the left. Very good, friends. Very, very good. I gotta say, I much prefer landing the airplane with flaps 30. Much prefer it. Alrighty. Ground spoilers and flaps going clean.
10 traffic for Richmond, 69 Cypress Cherokee, right close pattern, the back taxi to runway 27.
Alright, we're going to go to spot 2, I guess, which is over here somewhere. Landing lights can come off, runway turnoffs can go off, we'll spool up the EPU, start switches go off, strobe lights are off, wing lights are off. Majuro Traffic United 155 is vacated runway 7. Majuro. Alrighty, chat, get ourselves into the ramp up here. JW, have a good night, man. Appreciate you, buddy. Flaps 30 is 99% of 7.3 ops. Correct. It just feels so much more natural. Even in the flare, it feels so much more natural. Where'd that career track go? I don't want to run him over. Might already be on the runway. Alrighty, let's stop our recording. We've got that to watch. Here we are, friends. Down in Majuro. I think this is where we park. Yeah, this has to be where we park, right? Probably. We'll say yes. This is where we park. Perfect. Park brake is on. Wonderful. APU generators are online. APU bleed goes online. Isolation valve is open. Engine number 1 is off. Engine number 2 is off. Anti-collision light can come off. Hydraulic pumps can go off. Probe heat can go off. Yaw dampers can go off. Fuel pumps can go off. And seatbelt signs can go off. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome. Is that the Pilot's Cafe in front of you? It is. Yeah, correct. That's the terminal here in Majuro. Not a whole lot going on here, man. Not a whole lot going on. Stop you. 54 minutes on the block, 45 minutes on the flight time. I forgot to stop that. So 45 minutes on the flight, 54 on the block time. Man, what a little badass flight, man. This may become like one of my new little test sectors out here doing this flight. 47 minutes from island to island. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful, my friends. Very, very nice. We don't need that open anymore. Landing rate on that one gave us a 111. Did I have the yoke cam on or did I have this cam on? 111 foot per minute and 106 on the G rating. Perfect landing, my friends. Perfect, perfect landing. Cool. Let's go ahead and come down here. Go to our menu, PMDG setup, panel state load. We want final. We'll execute that. Give that a second. Just got to do part 3 and finish up the last leg over to Honolulu. We will definitely do that at some point, man, for sure. Yep. What a fun day of flying, though, to be able to tie this into 2 streams and get to visit all these little islands. So cool, man. Such a badass little sector of flights. I thoroughly enjoyed that one. I hope you guys did as well. Cool. Let's get to our replay, friends. Let's hit the replay button. Very good. We don't even need to pause it. We don't even need to do anything. We'll just come outside. I'll turn the sounds down because they're not very good on replay. We'll come out here. We'll get ourselves set up here for a beautiful replay. We'll bring this up here. We'll go like you, and we'll turn this to auto, and we'll close that, and we'll zoom this in a little bit further. And there we go, friends. We'll have a look-see at this beautiful arrival while we say our goodbyes. Not for long, though. You will see me Friday, back in the 7-3. Bleary, good to see you, my friend. Welcome back. Hope you're well, dude. Happy Wednesday afternoon. Happy pre-release day. Very good day of flying. I would agree, Chiron. I would agree, man. Had a lot of fun, dude. Had a lot of fun. All right, let's see how she looks. Now, I put it for red because I noticed that the Pappies were about halfway down the runway. So I figured if we were any hope of getting the 1,000-footers, we actually had to do it a little bit better. Ah, man. That was absolute grease, chat. Absolute grease. Oops, sorry, our camera's in the ground. Absolutely greasy, chat. Doesn't get much better than that, my friends. I don't think we could do that again if we tried. That was a good one. Very, very happy with that. I'll get us back over here for a little behind the aircraft view. Very nice. Going to take this time now to thank my mods, my donators, and my sponsors. Thank you guys all so much for everything that you do for the channel. Without you guys here, this wouldn't be possible. I say it every stream, but I truly do mean it. You guys are the backbone. You guys are what makes this entire channel go around, and for that, I am extremely thankful. Thank you guys all so much for your support. Appreciate y'all. To everybody else who cannot support the stream with a monetary value, but supports the streams in any way that they can, smashing down the thumbs up button, flying with us on VATSIM, controlling on VATSIM, whatever it may be. I want to thank you guys just as much. Thank you everybody who takes the time to come and hang out with us and me and this channel and help support our FS Flight Sim hobby. I don't know why I said FS hobby. Flight Sim hobby. So thank you all very much for the continued support. I truly do appreciate it. Tomorrow is a big day, friends. The 737-800 releases for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. I hope you guys are all excited, and I hope you guys all enjoy the aircraft as much as I have over the last week being able to fly it for you guys. So thank you all for being here. Appreciate y'all. The next time you see me is on Friday, and I believe we're going to be doing some Sun Country ops out of Minneapolis. That's what a couple people were requesting this afternoon, so we'll take a look at that, but I would expect that for Friday. Not sure what we're doing on Saturday, not sure what we're doing on Sunday, but I do know that you're going to want to be here this weekend, chat. Friday, we start our Christmas giveaways. Friday, we've got a copy of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 for the PS5. So if you own a PS5, you have a family member, a friend that owns a PS5, great Christmas present. We'll be giving away a key for Microsoft 2024 to PS5. Saturday, we have our big giveaway. We're either giving away the winner's choice, a TCA Boeing yoke or a TCA Airbus captain's pack. Your choice, winner's choice. And then Sunday, we're doing the same thing. Sunday, we're also giving away another TCA Airbus captain pack or a Boeing yoke. So, if you want your chance to win some really cool toys for your flight simulator, this weekend is going to be the weekend to come and hang out, friends. So I'm looking forward to it. Again, Friday, Microsoft 2024 version of the sim for PS5. Saturday and Sunday, TCA Boeing yoke, TCA Airbus giveaway. So Friday is when I start a 70-hour road trip. Jesus, dude. Well, drive safe, my man. All right, chat, enjoy the replays. Have a wonderful Wednesday evening. Enjoy your days tomorrow. Please don't go crazy. The release of the aircraft is happening, and I can't wait to see you guys on Friday. Everybody flying this aircraft with me on the VATSIM network. It's going to be a great weekend, friends. Happy landings, everybody. See you.